When I first heard that the middle team were all required to have a class blog, my stomach dropped, and to be honest, I thought, more work. How am I ever going to fit this in along with everything else in an already very busy timetable? I discovered that setting up a blog was good fun with Belinda, all the pretty work, all the bling. The actual content was another story, as I didn't have a purpose all the time, so it sat looking pretty but fairly empty for a long time. Then the projector arrived and things began to change. My class became excited to see themselves and their work up on the board and wanted more of their work and photos up to share with their families. One of the greatest blog tools we put up on our site was the hit counter and the cluster map. This has enabled the children to keep tabs on the amount of people and where they come from, which has added to their sense of pride. People in the Czech Republic and Brazil have been reading our work. We have used our own class map to show where visitors are from and have a blog counter page that we write on every day. We have just reached our 2,000 hit milestone and celebrated with a class party. The blog has impacted on the children's learning in that they are keen to complete work to a good standard, want to be more involved as it may end up on the blog, and they are becoming far more focused and engaged in their learning. Every morning we read any comments made, check our hit counter and work out how many more visitors we have had, discuss ways of creating more interest in our work, and then we look at the puppy of the day. It's very cute. The interest level from the parents has also grown, and they have begun making comments, sharing the address with friends and family. I've also had one parent who didn't wish to have her daughter's photo up change his mind when he realised what our class blog was about. The children are keen to add things to the blog all the time now, and one of my next goals is to have the children run the blog mostly on their own. I must admit this does make me nervous, as I'm not sure if I'm ready to give up my role as facilitator. I do see it as my pet project at times. I also struggle with the time. My typing is not the fastest, but I'm far quicker than my children. This is something for me to work on, but my class is definitely better off for having our blog. Did you come from another country?
So why do you like using the blog, Joshua?
Because there's lots of pictures on it, and it makes it bigger and more people can look on it, and it makes it interesting.
Is there anything else? What's your favourite piece of work on the blog?
The beanstalk. The beanstalk voice wing.
Okay. So why are you excited about your class blog?
Because it makes us feel good about what we've done in the past.
And is there any learning you get from it?
Yeah.
What learning do you get?
Well, that we get photos and stuff.
Anything else? What have you learnt from the blog?
That you can get lots of people to look on it.
Did you know where Brazil was before you started on the blog?
Yeah.
That's it? Was there any new countries you learnt?
Brazil and then United Kingdom and Turkey and Spain. I like what we do each day to work on our blog. I like to see how much hits we got on our blog. I like what the way all of the people on our map.
Okay, hi, I'm Anna, and I teach a Year 1 class. The reason why I chose to do the Digital Learning Centre is because we just got new data projectors in our classrooms, and I was wanting to learn how to integrate ICT in my literacy program. So after spending some time with Belinda and discussing some ideas, we came up with the Digital Learning Centre idea. And whilst this took a long time to set up, I now have it, and I can just sort of tweak different bits for my PowerPoint slide, and put different slides in that suit the children's needs. So how it's used. I use it in both my reading and writing programs. I have a task board and it has photos of the different activities, one of which is the computer. The reason why it has photos is because I have Year 1 children and they're 5 and they need the visual representation as well. So what I do is once they've finished their reading activity, they then go onto that task board and they can then go, if they're on the computer is their activity for the day, they can go onto my digital learning centre and it's got activities on it that suit their needs. For writing, my writing program is exactly the same. They go back onto that task board when they've finished their writing, be it conferencing with me or story writing or publishing. They then go, if their name is on where the computer picture is, they then go on to my digital learning centre and they do a variety of activities, such as the activities that I've put on. From integrating the digital learning centre into my classroom, I've found a variety of benefits. One of which is the children have really astounded me with their ability and confidence of the ICT skills. So I have experts in my classroom and there are 3 experts and they are able to start my digital learning centre right from scratch, so totally independently of me. Which I was really surprised at and really pleased and proud of them because they're only 5 years old and they're able, I've taught them a few times, but now they're able to do it on their own, independently of me, which I think is fantastic. The second thing I found, which was really great, is that the Digital Learning Centre just enhances the children's learning. It's just an added reinforcement to what I'm already teaching them. For example, letter identification, we do the Jolly Phonics, and on the Digital Learning Centre there are some Jolly Phonics activities which just reinforce it, and there are little tunes and songs which I find them sort of doing their work and they're singing away to these songs, which is great. So I find it really beneficial in that way. One thing that I found really great about this whole thing, the Digital Learning Centre, is that a year ago I would never have pictured myself today having done this Digital Learning Centre and hyperlinking and all this ICT jargon that a year ago was very overwhelming for me, and I wasn't that confident in using ICT. So really I found that I was prepared to give it a go, and it's not that hard. It's not as hard as what I thought was going to be, because hyperlinking and all that stuff was quite a scary notion to me. But yeah, I managed to do it. So I guess if I can do it, hopefully anybody can. What do you like best about the Digital Learning Centre?
The alphabet.
Why do you like that?
Because it has L and Z and L has the can song on it.